The Galactic Council Assembly Hall looks like a shining cathedral floating in space, walls made from crystal alloys that bend starlight into rivers of color. Light swirling around 40 giant banners representing 50 species. Each banner moving gently in artificial wind to show unity and peace. Every seat crowded with alien ambassadors wearing robes, armor, metal masks, feather cloaks, breathing different air from special tubes. All gathered like colorful storm of culture inside one chamber, where galaxy decides fate of millions. At center of long oval table sits Earth's delegation. Small group wearing dark uniforms with clean lines like shape of discipline. No decoration, no medals, nothing to show power, only symbol of blue circle and white star on left arm. They sit silent, eyes calm, faces unreadable while hall buzzing with whispers, claws tapping on tables, tentacles waving, antennas shaking with excitement because today is historic moment. Everyone expecting human signature on Universal Peace Treaty. A document promising all species equal power, shared resources, no war for 1,000 years. A dream many generations died for, and crowd feels joy like fresh air in lungs after war, expecting humans to agree with smile. Whispers fly across chamber like birds. Humans will accept. They are young species. They need allies. They fear isolation. They cannot survive alone in galaxy full of stronger empires. Some laugh politely, others stare at humans like puzzles still unsolved. Remembering humans joined council only 5 years ago but changed everything with unpredictable logic, faster technology, emotional speeches, ideas that challenged old power. Every species sees humans as ambitious but weak, brilliant but small, creative but chaotic, like flame in wind that might grow or die in one breath. But today flame expected to join bigger fire of unity. Council speaker, a tall insectoid with silver wings, raises 3 arms and speaks in calm metallic voice echoing through hall. We complete the treaty now. Earth will sign last. Every screen shows the final treaty page glowing with golden letters, star-shaped seal waiting for signature. Banners stop moving, every breath held like moment frozen in history. Camera drones flying above record entire hall for broadcast across 2 galaxies. Billions watching live, children in schools, miners in asteroid belts. Soldiers on border listening through helmet speakers, everyone waiting for word from humans. Human envoy stands slowly, chair making soft sound like whisper in silence. Whole chamber turns eyes toward one human face, expectation heavy like mountain on shoulders. He holds treaty page with both hands, eyes calm but something strange behind calm, something like deep fear hidden under ice. Hall leans forward, species-coded translators whispering real-time into ears, capturing every breath. Envoy looks at council speaker and his voice clean, not loud but sharp like blade cutting cloth. Humanity leaves. All treaties are finished. In next second silence breaks like glass shattering, noise erupts like explosion, ambassadors scream in dozens languages, some stand with shaking hands, others bang fists on table demanding explanation, chairs fall, claws scratch surface, wings flap angry, security rises forming shield wall. Barrier field activates around center. Energy hum vibrating air. Lights flicker because chaos large enough to shake building power. Voices crash over each other like waves of fear. Do you want war? Are humans insane? You cannot leave treaty. Do you think you are stronger than all of us together? Council will punish Earth. Accusations cutting air like knives. Some ambassadors spit words full of anger. Others full of confusion because they believed humans peaceful and desperate for unity. Now seeing something terrifying. Human refusal without reason looks like declaration of conflict, like challenge to entire galaxy. Human envoy stands without moving, his face still calm, eyes not angry, not proud. Instead eyes look like someone who saw thing worse than war, something heavy like death of worlds. He touches sleeve and opens tiny hologram device hidden under fabric. Hologram flickers like wounded star, difficult to see under bright lights. But envoy raises palm to block light, revealing dark image floating in air. Picture of galaxy map turning slowly, outer rim glowing red points like scars, and then black wave moving across stars like shadow eating light, star systems blinking off like candles blown by wind. Hall falls quiet, screams fade, whispers die. Everyone stares hypnotized by black wave consuming light. Each star disappearing without explosion, without warship, without battle, just gone. Forgotten like name erased from stone. Envoy speaks soft but words heavy. This is why. Hall silent like tomb. Every species sees fear in human body language. Not aggression but deep quiet terror. Like someone who already saw future grave. He closes hologram. Device flickers. Shuts down. His hand shaking slightly before hiding back into sleeve. Council speaker tries speak but voice weak. Metal echo trembling. What is that? Human envoy answers only 3 words. Cosmic extinction machine. Words echo inside chamber like bell in empty temple. Every translator sends sentence across 2 galaxies instantly. Billions hear phrase and freeze. Minds trying understand meaning deeper than war. Speaker tries again. Treaties will. Envoy cuts gently. Treaties won't save anyone. Action will. Message burns like fire under ice. He turns away from table, walks step by step toward exit. His delegation rises behind him, walking without haste. Security blocking but stepping aside because command protocol recognizes diplomatic immunity. Doors open with soft hiss like sigh of ghost. Humans walk out through hall filled with fear. Thousands eyes staring, seeing not anger, not arrogance, but pure fear on human faces. Fear so real it makes powerful empires tremble. One ambassador whispers trembling voice. They are afraid. They did not leave to attack, they left to defend. Understanding hits council like lightning, humans refusing treaty not to dominate. But because treaty process slow like blind animal while death approaching fast like storm, humans no secret. Galaxy about to face enemy older than politics, older than empire, older than war, enemy that does not negotiate, enemy that does not listen, enemy that does not hate because it cannot feel, enemy that just consumes until nothing alive left in dark. Council does not move, paralysis spreads through chamber like cold poison. Claws frozen above screens, wings hanging still, tentacles wrapped around chairs like fear holding body tight. Ambassadors sweating, breathing heavily through tubes, mind thinking war between species but now facing something worse. Something silent that erases stars like wiping dust from window. Council speaker tries speak again, stop them. Security moves but humans gone. Corridor empty like shadow passed through, leaving echo of boots on metal floor inside minds. Council turns on screens, replay hologram frame by frame, map of galaxy turning black, star names disappearing, small line of code at bottom blinking numbers counting down. Countdown moving fast like heartbeat, no label, no explanation, only time left before black wave arrives center. Scientist ambassador leans towards screen trembling, whispering in fear. This cannot be warship, no weapon consumes light like that. This is not invasion. This is feeding. Entire chamber silent like before storm. Inside council corridors humans walk with heavy steps like soldiers walking to battlefield unseen. Faces pale, jaw tight, carrying knowledge galaxy not ready for. Young assistant behind envoy whispers quietly, they will never believe us. Envoy answers cold, they don't need to believe. We need to prepare. Walking faster, cloak moving like shadow of black wave behind him. Outside assembly building artificial sky shows stars in perfect pattern. Stars still shining but humans no pattern lies. Some stars on hologram already gone. Eaten by wave like fish swallowed by darkness. Camera drone follows humans outside hall across bridge connecting crystal towers floating above city. City full of alien species living in peace for 1,000 years now looks fragile like glass. Lights of buildings glowing soft green. Flying vehicles moving like birds in flock. Everything calm but humans see ghosts of black wave moving under sky. Envoy pauses at balcony overlooking city, his eyes full of sadness, whispering they will panic. Assistant answers, they should. Envoy turns away, boarding dark shuttle without emblem except white star. Engines silent like heartbeat in chest. Shuttle rises, leaves city fading below like dream ending. Inside assembly hall, panic returns like storm breaking glass. Ambassadors yelling again, trying regain power lost to shock. Some demand immediate strike against Earth to force cooperation. Others scream for truth, asking what humans know about black wave. Older species in corner shaking heads remembering ancient myths about darkness in edge of universe. Myths never confirmed until now. Speaker calls emergency session, voice loud. This meeting stays until answer found. Screens flicker showing data from hologram analysis. Scientists digging deep into frame trying find signature, pattern, composition of wave, realizing no known tech matches. One reptilian ambassador shouts, this is human trick to gain power. Echo rising among supporters afraid to believe truth because truth bigger than imagination. Easier to hate humans than face death of stars. But wise elder from floating species speaks calm voice. Look at their faces. No trick has that fear. Silence again like Hall breathing slowly trying understand. Meanwhile in secret corridor beneath assembly. Envoy contacts Earth command using encrypted channel. Voice low we exposed wave to council. They are not ready. Answer from Earth cold like steel. We never expected ready. Begin shadow protocol. Envoy nods and closes screen. Walking into darkness like soldier walking into unknown war. Shuttle passes through defense shield cloaked. Jumps into fold space leaving council world behind like light fading in window. Council chamber still deep in debate hours later. Screens show map slowly turning black 1 star at time. Simulation of wave trajectory moving toward council space within years. Not centuries, not distant dream. But clock running fast like death schedule coming for millions. Leaders realize conflict between species nothing compared to enemy that does not see species. Does not see borders. Does not see victory, only hunger. One young scientist ambassador stares at hologram. Tears in eyes because she studied stars her whole life. Believed stars immortal like gods. Now seeing stars vanish like snow melting in sun. She whispers broken voice ancient species died from this. Not war. Not politics. This, elders remember legends about civilizations erased without trace. Ruins found with no bodies, no weapon marks, only empty space like something drank life from entire system. Council speaker falls weak into chair, wings shaking, eyes unfocused, voice trembling if humans fight first. They die alone. Elder replies they know. Shock heavy like stone thrown into still lake, ripples across minds. Humans left not for victory, not for pride, but to die first to buy time for others, leaving council because treaty slow like winter, while wave fast like flood. At same time, in human shuttle traveling through fold space, Envoy looks out window at stars stretching into lines of light. Mind filled with images of black wave consuming systems. Eyes filled with sadness because billions lives in those stars never know reason before ending. Assistant sits silent holding hologram device with countdown blinking. Both understand treaty useless against enemy that eats light. Human envoy whispers we walk out today, so galaxy walks away tomorrow. Assistant nods slow, understanding meaning behind choice. Leaving council today saves council later. Tearing treaty not betrayal but sacrifice unseen by eyes blinded by politics. Truth deep like ocean, not visible on surface. Shuttle exits fold space near hidden human station built inside hollow moon. Dark metal doors opening like jaw swallowing shuttle. Lights inside station red and cold. Showing rows of ships black like shadow underwater. Engines silent. Weapons covered in cloth. Shield towers built from stolen tech and broken peace agreements. Army prepared not for war with council but for war with darkness beyond. Human admiral greets envoy with salute. Face tired like someone who never slept since learning truth. Voice quiet council reaction. Envoy replies fear, but not understanding. Admiral sighs heavy we don't need understanding. We need time. Next orders echo through station like thunder of future activate defense phase 1. Alarm silent but red lights spinning like blood around room. In council chamber far away, ambassadors still arguing. Some calling humans traitors. Others calling them saviors. Nobody knowing answer because truth bigger than language, bigger than law, bigger than ego, truth coming like night swallowing stars. Screen shows hologram glitching again, map turning black slower but steady. 1 star after another disappearing until Council Space Center remains bright alone surrounded by darkness like candle alone in room with walls closing. Council speaker lowers head whispering we signed too late. Elder replies we did not sign at all. Truth bitter like poison, sign of treaty lost. Moment missed because eyes focused on pride not survival. But humans saw wave coming and moved before council finished arguing. In shadow of assembly hall, one child watching broadcast at home whispers to screen why humans scared. Mother answers soft because they see tomorrow. Child asks why others angry. Mother answers because they see today. Truth simple, heavy, painful. Galaxy outside halls watches screen showing map turning black. Billions people whispering same question what is it? Answer not known yet but one word spreading like storm in whispers. Extinction, not war, not invasion, but ending, final silence. Human shuttle disappears into moon fortress, lights dim, engines off, station becomes dark like part of black wave itself. Humans preparing to fight enemy they cannot describe, cannot explain, only show through hologram. Enemy that erased ancient species, no record left. Enemy that now returns like shadow of past never buried. Council hall lights flicker, map resets, hologram stops, screen black for moment, then shows message from human envoy recorded before leaving. When stars start dying, run. Message simple like warning from parent to child before storm. Hall breathes again. Understanding slow like dawn. Fear heavy like night. Realization sharp like blade. Humans did not refuse peace. Humans refused delay. Outside assembly building, artificial sky still beautiful with star patterns shining perfect. But now stars look like fragile candles in wind ready blowout. Beauty now terrifying because under beauty lies countdown. Speaker sits alone after session ends. Hall empty except security bots cleaning spilled drinks. Broken screens hanging. Papers scattered like leaves after storm. Speaker looks at treaty page torn in half. Cooling in hand. Golden letters meaningless against black wave. Whisper escapes lips. Treaty protects borders. Wave erases borders. Truth like knife. Camera pulls away from council world into space. Shows stars shining like diamonds on black cloth. Then slowly zooms toward outer rim where one star flickers weak then disappears into dark. Silent. No explosion. No light. Just gone. Leaving emptiness like missing tooth in smile of galaxy. Blackness spreads like ink in water. Slow but unstoppable. Screen fades to black with map showing one star at a time turning dark. Countdown blinking like heartbeat of last survivor. Story hook ends with heavy silence and image of galaxy map turning black. One star at a time. Like death moving slowly across universe wearing cloak made from broken treaties and late understanding. The assembly hall stays silent long after humans leave. Silence thick like smoke after explosion. Leaders still sitting like frozen statues trying understand what just happened. Eyes wide staring at torn treaty paper on table glowing faint under crystal lights. Words of peace now broken like glass. Reflecting fear instead of hope. Air cold like winter inside room meant for dreams. Claws tapping slow on metal floor. Antenna moving with nervous rhythm. Tails curled in tight circles showing panic hiding under anger. Every being thinking same question. How enemy so big that humans abandon whole galaxy without fight, without speech, without demand, just walking out like soldiers walking toward storm ready to die alone. Leaving world of politics behind like useless shield made from paper. One ambassador breaks silence, voice shaking like child waking from nightmare. This is impossible, a machine eating stars. Others whisper arguments, refusing believe hologram, calling illusion, trick, human manipulation, propaganda to gain control. Easier believe lie than face truth too big for mind. Ancient elders hidden at back of hall speak soft. Legends told of darkness beyond maps, species that vanished without war. Young leaders laugh sound full of denial, hiding fear under anger. Shouting legends are myths. Humans lying. Their words loud but shaking, because even in lie they taste truth bitter like ash on tongue. Council speaker tries hold order, wings trembling like leaves in storm. We need proof. Screens replay holograms slow like memory. Map showing stars blinking out one by one like candles in dark room. No explosion, no debris, no warship trace, just silent death. Screen flickers and magnifies black wave edge. Shape like smoke without wind. Pattern like hunger moving across galaxy without eyes, without ears, without mind. But with purpose cold like winter killing life without hate. Without joy. Without reason, only consumption. Ambassadors stare eyes dry. Shock too strong for tears. Meanwhile, far from hall, news spreads like lightning across star networks. Every screen in every city showing clip of human envoy tearing treaty and walking out calm like man walking into fire by choice. Citizens scream watching image of black wave. Mothers grab children holding tight like wave already here. Miners in asteroid belt stop drilling and stare through window at stars like last time. Old veterans whisper that humans never afraid of war but afraid of something bigger. Traders panic. Selling stocks of shipyards, markets crash in seconds. Planets filled with chatter. Radio channels full of theories. Fears, lies, truth mixed like storm. Galaxy shaking from one sentence spoken soft by human. All treaties are finished. Young analyst named Sarin, small species with golden eyes and thin arms, sits in data vault below assembly, scrolling ancient records, scanning old files sealed before humans arrived. Files about ancient dead systems discovered long ago. Written in dusty text nobody read because historians thought meaning myth. Records speak of silent harvest consuming stars, destroying civilizations without trace. Name same pattern as human hologram label. Void harvesters. Saren feels chill spreading down. Spine like ice water, heart beating fast, fingers trembling touching screen. Realizing humans not lying. They repeating ancient nightmare galaxy forgot because truth too painful. Leaders erased memory for comfort. Saren runs into assembly hall holding tablet glowing with old data. Shouting loud over arguments we found record. This happened before. Ambassadors turn heads confused. Speaker calls Saren forward. Screen shows old map same pattern black wave moving across galaxy 1,000 years ago. File mentions only survivors hiding in unknown region then disappearing from record. Saren explains breathless ancient species erased. No bodies. No ships. Only dark space. Hall filled with deep quiet as if everyone's suddenly hearing heartbeat of universe. Elder whispers humans know this, from fear carried in blood. Meaning human panic not madness but memory from ancestors of species erased by wave. Memory turned into story of monsters in darkness, story now real. But fear creates division faster than unity. Reptilian ambassador slams table. Claws sharp like knives. This is human manipulation. They want excuse to build weapons. Crowd splits into noise, some agree, others shout defending humans. Truth becomes battlefield of words. Peace dies not by war but by fear. Speaker tries hold control but voice lost under storm of politics. Arguments cut air like blades. They betrayed us. They saved us. We should arrest them. We should follow them. Harmony gone, only echo of hologram left in room like ghost. In small observation room above hall, two guards watch chaos below. One whispers they scream because they afraid to admit humans right. Other nods better to call enemy liar than accept death coming. Their voices soft but full of wisdom heavier than council orders. While council arguing, humans already deep in preparation, launching fleets from hidden bases, factories glowing like fire under mountains, families leaving cities for underground shelters built decades ago waiting for moment like this, soldiers training without rest, Navy uploading ancient battle data stored in Vault 12, children cry asking why leaving home, parents hug saying to protect stars. Humanity moves like body with one mind, action replacing hope, fear turning into fuel for courage. Earth sky filled with silent drones carrying material into orbit where giant rings being built to hold energy weapon older than Council itself. Back in Assembly Hall, Council split into two groups, one full of fear wanting attack Earth to force treaty sign, second group full of doubt wanting talk, find truth, understand before judgment, center of hall like battlefield with words instead of bullets, pride instead of metal, Saren stands small in middle shouting listen to science. Voice lost under roar of anger. One ambassador laughs cruel you show stories from grave. We deal with real threat, humans. Ignorance louder than truth, Saren falls silent, tears shaking eyes, feeling weight of thousands dying because leaders blind. Council speaker slams staff hard, crystals sound like thunder, hall quiet forced by shock, wings open wide like shield, speaker voice strong now, we are leaders. We cannot scream like children when stars dying. Anger becomes discipline. Chaos slowly fades. Speaker points screen again showing black wave this enemy not human. This enemy not council. This enemy eats light. Words slice through arguments. Fear turns into cold realization. Council breath slows. Conversation returns soft like surgeon cutting sickness not like warrior cutting throat. Speaker calls emergency council of elder species in private chamber. Small room dark with only hologram light. Elders speak slow like mountain speaking wind. They reveal something kept secret. Council destroyed old records of extinction wave centuries ago to protect hope. To avoid panic, they believed wave gone forever. They lied to galaxy because truth heavy, now truth returns wearing cloak of night. And humans saw it first because humans looking into dark since beginning, trying escape memory. Older than species. Elder voice shaking humans did not betray. They sacrificed trust to save us. Words heavy like iron dropped in river of politics. Ripples reach hearts of those willing listen. But some leaders still blind by power, whispering if we give humans power, we lose control. Elder answers if we deny humans power, we lose stars. Silence again heavy, but logic clear. Fear of losing face smaller than fear of losing galaxy. Saren proposes mission to join humans. Ambassador from peaceful species supports. Warrior species oppose. Debate continues like storm moving in circle. while black wave moving straight line across galaxy, not caring for debate, not slowing for politics, not waiting for vote, time slipping away like sand through claws, council wasting minutes worth worlds. Speaker sees hologram timer ticking, number dropping fast, realization hits like lightning, we must act now. Orders sent to establish connection with Earth, request urgent meeting, request open channel, speakers send message humans, return. We believe, but channel silent, no reply, humans cut communication to avoid wave tracking signals. Council left talking to empty space like child talking to closed door. While council waiting response, Saren secretly contacts small group of scientists and pilots to start independent mission. Gather proof wave real, signal humans directly. But mission risky because council might call them traitors, but Saren heart heavy with truth. Waiting means death, action means hope, even if small. She gathers small team, boards small ship disguised as cargo vessel, engines humming low like whisper, leaving council planet through secret route, sensors off to avoid attention. Ship dives into fold space like fish diving into deep ocean unknown. Council unaware of Saren mission, still arguing about human motives. One ambassador shouts humans want war to become rulers. Another answers humans want war to stop black wave. Truth lost like star lost in cloud, speaker tired, wings droop, eyes dark from stress, realizing council built on idea that diplomacy solves all, now facing problem diplomacy cannot solve. Enemy that does not understand language, only light and hunger. Galaxy outside changing fast, planets in outer rim seeing stars flicker. Night sky showing missing stars children counted yesterday. Astronomers cry seeing history erased in silent night. Sending messages to council begging answer. Council giving none because still debating paper treaty while stars dying like soldiers unprotected. People on moons gather outside domes staring at dark patches in sky like holes in universe. Priests preach end times. Some species building shelters underground. Some planning escape to unknown space. Fear spreading faster than wave. Human broadcasts appear short. Encrypted signal seen once then gone. Message simple: prepare evacuation centers for children. Do not trust border systems. Council scientists analyze signal. Find pattern from human ancient code used 1,000 years ago in war. Proving humans fought wave before. Fear deep, respect deeper. Some ambassadors whisper humans not small, humans ancient. Myths about humans being young fall like dust from old wall. Truth rising. Humans survived something older than council, carried trauma in stories. In fear that looks like madness until confirmed by stars disappearing. In meeting room after midnight, speaker sits alone staring at torn treaty, whispering we demanded unity while humans demanded survival. Regret heavy like stone on heart, wings folded like shroud, light flickers casting shadow like black wave shape on wall. Speaker sees image in shadow like hallucination. Darkness spreading across room taking shape of mouths eating stars, shakes head waking from terror, whispering we too late. But maybe not fully late if act now. Speaker calls quiet meeting with few open-minded ambassadors, voice low we cannot stop wave, but we can buy time. They discuss alliance without treaty, emergency united fleet, sending scouts to find humans, sending children to safe planets, closing points near rim, plan forming like light in darkness, but needs trust. Trust humans broke on surface but kept deeper, because leaving treaty not betrayal but sacrifice of face to save souls. Meanwhile Saren's ship traveling through fold space feels turbulence like space shaking from far energy, lights dim, navigation showing distortions in reality near rim. Black makes stars look like holes. Saren stares through window eyes full of tears, whispering this is real, it's real. She sees faint ripple like shadow moving across emptiness, not shape, not ship, just absence of everything, absence strong like presence, and knowledge hits. Council debating imaginary pride while death real. Like void in front. She triggers recorder, captures data packet, whispers for proof. Ship turns back, engines burning with urgency like heart-beating fear. Council speaker receives Saren data later, screen showing wave edges, readings impossible to deny. Silence in room heavy with shame and fear. Ambassadors staring like animals seeing predator first time. Pride melting like ice. Truth solid like blade touching throat. Elder whispers now we understand. Speaker nods, humans understood yesterday. Regret deep like ocean trench. Finally council sends message to all worlds, united emergency against void harvesters. Citizens hearing name shaking like children hearing myth alive. Council explains threat slowly. Simple language so everyone understands. Invisible wave coming, not war, not enemy with face, enemy with hunger, must unite, must follow evacuation plan, must prepare, must trust humans. Some planets deny, some panic, some pray, some start building ships for escape. Role of Council to guide now heavy, but leadership rising from fear. Scene returns to Assembly Hall empty now, lights low, treaty torn still on table, hologram map still on screen showing black moving slow but unstoppable. Camera moves close to paper showing human finger tear mark. Then rise showing whole hall. Then zoom out through roof into space view of Council planet shining bright in starfield. Then shift view to outer rim where faint black line eating stars like night swallowing candles. Each vanish silent like last heartbeat. Narrator voice soft like passing wind in ruined temple treaties written for peace cannot fight hunger of universe. Humans walked out not to abandon galaxy, but to carry fire into dark where Council afraid to follow. Image fades into blinking countdown like pulse of dying star. Darkness sits heavy on edge of galaxy like sleeping beast turning slow. Cold hunger spreading through space with no sound, no signal, no face. Only emptiness moving across star fields like shadow drinking light drop by drop. And in that slow nightmare Council still arguing in bright hall where walls made of crystal pretend stars safe. Pretend future bright, pretend peace enough. But truth sits now in heart of everyone like stone too heavy to swallow. Every ambassador looking at hologram fading in and out showing black wave eating stars like child eats bread. Slow, casual, uncaring. And fear grows not loud but deep. Like roots crawling through soil under floor of room. Saren stands alone near screen. Small hands holding tablet close to chest like wounded bird. Breathing fast. Voice lost earlier under noise. Now silent because silence speaks louder than argument. Her golden eyes watching map turning black pixel by pixel like disease spreading under skin. She whispers soft like prayer, stars die quiet. Nobody answers because words too real, too painful, truth too big to argue against. And elders finally stop shouting. Pride breaking like thin glass under. Weight of universe, hall filled with breathing. Long breaths slow like people waking from dream and realizing dream lie. Nightmare real. Speaker steps forward from seat. Legs shaking like tree in wind. Wings low against back. Voice dry, we must talk to humans. Ambassadors turn eyes full of fear not anger now. Because anger easier when enemy has face. But wave no face. Nothing to hate. Only to fear. And humans walked out leaving fear behind like gift nobody wanted. Speaker orders channel open to Earth again. Envoy gone but Council tries new route. Sending emergency broadcast marked with highest code. We believe you. Return. Message flies through void bouncing between relay stations like desperate whisper. Reaching empty sky near solar system. But reply not come. Channel silent like grave where names erased. Some ambassadors panic they ignore us. Others whisper they cannot answer. Truth may be both. Saren steps forward voice weak but firm like child holding truth too heavy humans shut channels because wave follows signals. If they open reply, we lead it to them. Hall gasps because tactics smart and terrifying. Humans silent not because arrogant but because protecting galaxy from itself. Silence shield stronger than treaty. Speaker nods slow understanding wait. We talk when safe. Meaning. Talk later. Action now. Outside Council world. Ships take off carrying scientists, engineers. Equipment to build early warning stations on border. Small hope against giant darkness but any hope precious like water on desert. Pilots fly with hearts pounding. Staring at map on console blinking red zones spreading. Each jump through fold space heavy like crossing river of death. Galaxy mobilizing like body fighting infection too late. But still fighting because life stubborn. On Earth, moon base buried under layers of steel and rock serves like beating heart of human defense. Corridors full of soldiers carrying crates of ammunition. Scientists running between labs holding data chips glowing with unknown particles. Air thick with tension and purpose. Loudspeakers echo code words Omega Protocol active. Meaning war beyond scale started without enemy seen yet, enemy only shadow, but shadow enough. Human commander, old woman with grey hair tied tight, stands before huge window showing Earth hanging like blue marble floating in black ink. Her eyes full of sadness deeper than oceans. Voice low, we do this again. Younger officer asks again. Commander nods long ago. Before Council existed, humans fought same wave. Officer stares disbelief. Commander continues, we lost everything, Earth last refuge. That memory lives inside us like scar children never see but feel when night too quiet. Truth like drop of ice on spine. Officer feels cold inside chest. Realizing fear on envoy face, not new fear, old fear waking. Commander taps screen showing ancient war logs recorded in primitive code. Lines unreadable by modern AI because language lost. But humans preserved memory through vaults hidden on moon. Waiting for day like this, day nightmare returns. Screen shows pictures old and damaged. Planets cracked like egg, cities turned to dust floating in dark, stars blinking out. Human fleets small and broken fighting shadow like ants fighting night. Tears form in officer eyes because courage old generation. Unimaginable. They fought with nothing while now humans have weapons. Yet fear same. Back in council world, Saren in her small room staring at stars through window. Stars look same but she knows some missing invisible to eye but gone on map. She thinks about humans walking out of hall. Faces calm but eyes full of silent screaming. She understands now. They saw future we refuse believe. They saw death and walked toward it to build wall for others. Saren whispers we called them traitor. Tears slide down cheek, guilt heavy like anchor. She opens screen writing message to home. Humans not enemy. Darkness is. Sends message to family and friends praying truth spreads faster than lies. Council emergency committee formed now filled with elders, scientists, some generals. Speaker stands in middle, voice stronger now. Fear turned into direction we prepare civilian shelters. Move children to safe planets. Build warning network, stop all border wars. Ambassadors shocked stop. Border wars fought for decades suddenly meaningless in face of extinction. Generals lower heads ashamed of killing for pride while stars dying quietly. Orders sent to armies stand down. Soldiers. Confused but obey. Because even warrior knows pointlessness of blade against night that eats sun. Council sends delegation of 3 ships with white flags to solar border not to force humans but to witness, to learn, to support without ego, ships small not threatening, signals silent to avoid wave, traveling slow like pilgrims going to temple of truth built from fear and knowledge. Inside ship hearts heavy but hope small like candle flame inside glass box, protected from wind. Humans detect council ships but do not shoot, allow landing on abandoned station near asteroid belt. Station empty except few drones guiding path to underground hall filled with holograms of wave movement. Council sees with eyes not hears, data real, numbers true, fear sharp like blade cutting illusions. One ambassador drops knees whispering we wasted days arguing about paper. Saren whispers humans use days building salvation. Hall quiet. Human officer steps forward wearing no rank badge. Voice tired we cannot stop wave alone. But noise will bring it faster. That is why we silent. Council members listen without argument now. Because reality bigger than ego, human officer shows simulation. Wave reaching council world in 5 years if nothing done. But 10 years if humans attack Queen Core. Meaning humans willing die to give galaxy 5 more years. 5 years enough to evacuate millions of children, elders, rebuild life somewhere safe. Ambassador eyes fill with tears you walk into death for strangers. Human officer nods because someone did that for us once. Air thick with emotion. Silence soft like sunrise in destroyed city. Truth touches hearts deeper than speeches. Scene shifts to border space where Saren's ship earlier saw wave edge. Now automated probes fly toward dark edge sending data until signal dies mid-transfer like voice cut by hand. Council watching feed cry seeing stars vanish behind silent wall moving slow but unstoppable. Scientists record data hands shaking. Camera glitching showing space bending like fabric tearing, geometry wrong, light bending backward, sound no sound, only vision of absence. Council global broadcast sent now. Speaker face solemn. Wings folded like cloak. Voice clear this is not time for fear. This is time for unity. Billions across galaxy watch message. Parents hug children. Neighbors hold hands. Soldiers stand guard not against species but against panic. Markets close. Schools close. Factories build evacuation ships. Societies shift from pride to survival overnight. Galaxy changes like creature shedding skin. But not all accept truth. Some warlords and outer planets reject message. Calling wave lie to weaken armies. Start riots. Attack stations. Council sends humanitarian aid not bombs. Because enemy not each other. Enemy darkness outside window. Warlords survive few days until wave reaches their star first. Screen shows planet lights flicker then go black forever. No escape, no scream, only silence. Council sees and fear becomes respect for human warning. Now no doubt. Humans prepare final mission called Last Ember. Plan to send massive carrier filled with weapons and nuclear cores straight into Queen Core region. sacrifice crew, destroy heart of wave or by time. Volunteers sign without hesitation. Mothers sign, fathers sign, veterans sign, teenagers sign with shaking hands, officer rejects young ones, choosing experienced, young ones cry anger because want die to save future children. But commander hugs them saying live to build world we die for. Choosing life over heroic death for next generation. Seen emotional like father sending sons into night while holding younger children safe. Council delegation returns meeting hall, show data to assembly, no argument now, only grief and determination. Speaker passes resolution all resources to last ember. Unanimous vote, first time in history every species agree without debate. Not because love, but because death making everyone equal, pride dead under truth of black wave. Saren stands near window watching ships launch from council planet carrying supplies to human moon. Ships fly slow in formation like birds migrating from winter. Light reflecting on wings like hope. She remembers words human envoy said, action will save, not treaty. Now sees truth of those words, feels guilt for not hearing earlier, but also feels responsibility now, responsibility to carry truth home to children unborn. Truth that survival not gift of politics but sacrifice of few. Camera moves to moon base where humans work like ants building impossible weapon out of broken piece. Engine parts from alien designs stolen quietly. Star maps from council archives used. Secret tech from vault combined with alien physics. Humans not proud, humans desperate, desperation making creativity sharp like knife. Forge glowing like sun inside cave. People moving through heat like shadows, everyone ready die. Nobody crying now, tears wasted on past. Future too close to waste time. Commander stands on balcony watching stars through shield. Whispering we survive because others died. Now we die so others survive. Officer beside asks you regret. Commander shakes head regret means time. We have none. Final sentence floats in air like last breath of dying world. Scene closes on council world night sky. Stars beautiful but audience knows some missing behind shine. Camera zooms into one star flickering faint. Then turning black slowly like candle whispering last light. No sound, no violence, only end, screen black. Narrator whisper soft like wind over empty field. Humans walked away not to break peace, but to carry fire into darkness alone. Echo fading into silence like heartbeat slowing. Night on the council world feels different now, air thinner like. Fear taking oxygen from lungs of every living mind, streets empty of celebration. Lights dim like whole planet holding breath together. And in the tallest tower the council watches stars through glass that reflects tired faces not proud leaders. Because pride dead after truth arrives. Truth harsh like winter wind cutting through silk clothes. Truth saying galaxy small and fragile. Not empire of power but village in dark forest where monster moving between trees. Slow steps shaking ground nobody heard until too late. Saren stands beside speaker, hands cold around tablet showing last transmission from probes near wave edge. Screen fractured showing static and whispers of geometry wrong. Shapes twisting like nightmare drawing itself without hands. Speaker eyes dark from no sleep. He speaks like man talking to ghost, voice slow we must learn to think like humans. Meaning think without comfort, without lies, truth first even when painful like open wound, Saren nods. Remembering human officer saying sacrifice. Not choice but duty because someone sacrificed for them once. That memory grows like seed inside her chest pushing roots through fear into courage. Council chamber now silent place. Not arena of ego but room of decision where every face looks older than yesterday. Because yesterday world simple, enemy had face, could shoot, could punish. Now enemy shadow without body. Cannot shoot shadow. Only light can fight darkness. Humans building light with blood, not budget. Whole project's map of galaxy turning black slowly. Stars fading like candles under wind. Council learns black wave moves not randomly but like predator studying herd. Picking slow. Planets first, weak stars easy, strong stars later. Humans know pattern because seen before. Pattern burned into memory of ancient war logs. Pattern like song of death played slow. A messenger drone arrives from border station carrying memory crystal encrypted human code. Council technicians decode with help of human algorithm shared secretly. Inside crystal message simple but heavy like mountain. Queen core located. Coordinates appear blinking red on map near nebula swirling like smoke around dead star remains. Saren gasps because core closer than believed, timeline shorter. Council hall filled with cold horror. Some ambassadors whisper prayers to stars, others sit frozen thinking of families on worlds now numbers on map, life reduced to chance on board. Human moon base becomes heart of galaxy now, tiny rock of dust carrying hope of millions. Inside base giant hangar filled with workers welding metal plates glowing white hot. Sparks like small stars falling around boots of engineers sleeping in corners between shifts. Soldiers carry crates of uranium cause heavy like gravestones because each core gift of death to Queen if delivered. Removing Queen heart means wave slow or die, maybe die. Hope small but enough because none alternative. Death. Certain without try. Maybe life with try. Commander walks through hangar, soldiers salute but she waves hand tired. Eyes focus on carrier body raising like giant beast skeleton being born. Cables hang like veins. Reactors hum like heartbeat too loud for quiet mind. She touches cold metal, whisper carry them safe. Talking to ship like mother talks to child who will walk into storm alone. Because ship empty vessel now but soon filled with souls carrying last ember of civilization. Mission name seen painted on side in human language. An alien translation below. Last ember Akri Chingari. Saren sees picture through screen from council. Tears fall because even translation radiates weight of dying flame carried through void. Council has debate small but strong emotional. Send own soldiers to join last ember or not. Some fear humans reject help. Others fear bring attention of wave with more movement. Speaker rises voice steady unity is not speech. It is body. Meaning unity not shown in treaty but in blood offered quietly. Volunteering without banner. Council votes send elite small team of engineers and pilots to support humans. No flags, no press, quiet sacrifice because glory meaningless when stars dying. Saren volunteers first, ambassadors gasp, she young, not soldier, but she seen truth early, she understands more than generals shouting in hall. Speaker looks at her eyes, sees not childish excitement but heavy calm, respect born, he nods slow, says when you return. Tell our children story of light. Saren smiles soft if I return. Honesty like sharp blade cutting illusion of safety, no promise empty, only truth. Scene shift to her packing bag small, few tools, memory chips with council archives, letter from mother crying earlier begging stay home. Saren hugged mother quiet, whispered if we don't go, nobody left to tell story that we tried. Mother stopped crying because truth heavy cleans tears. Both hug long like last night before dawn when soldiers go fight war only legends speak, not textbooks. Transport ship leaves council world in silence, no crowd cheer, only families watching through screens crying behind closed windows, engines hum low like deep sigh. Ship jumps into fold space. Tunnel outside flickers blue and black like river of glass. Saren sits alone staring at reflection of herself merging with stars passing like streaks of light. Thinking of humans walking out of council hall earlier, faces afraid but strong. Fear not weakness but knowledge, strength accepting truth and walking forward anyway. Ship arrives near moon base orbit. Gray sphere looks dead from outside but inside alive with fire and noise of metal. Docking clamp attaches. Hatch opens to human officers waiting, not with guns, with nods respectful. Because they know council sent help not politics, one officer extends hand welcome to last ember. Saren shakes hand, feels warmth real not formal, officer smiles tired thank you for believing early. She nods deep, thank you for fighting early. Small talk honest like two humans even if species different. Inside base Saren sees preparations not military pride, but desperation mixing with love. Families writing names of their children on steel plates to send to Queen. Not for intimidation but as memory, as message we existed. We loved. Tears hang heavy in air, laughter faint from corner where engineer shows alien technician how to weld human way. Mixing methods into better hybrid. Creativity born from desperation. Hope born from work, not speech. Commander gathers volunteers in hall. Her voice echoes through metal walls like old drum. Speech simple we go because no one else can. We come back only if stars still live. If not, tell our story. Saren watches humans stand still like trees in storm. No cheer, no roar, only nods, wait understood. Night passes fast on moon but hours slow because mind's heavy. Saren walks alone to hangar edge watching Earth from window. Blue planet glowing like jewel on velvet cloth of space. Looks peaceful, clouds moving slow, oceans shining. Impossible to believe death wave coming for such beauty. She whispers do humans feel alone even with stars watching? Voice floats quiet, officer near answers alone is price of seeing danger before others. She nods, understands now why humans walked out council. Alone, not arrogance. Isolation of knowledge too heavy to share with those not ready. Meanwhile council home dealing with panic, riots small but handled gentle, elders speaking directly to streets telling truth, showing wave images, people cry but not violent because truth explains fear not enemy. Children move to underground shelters built under schools. Teachers sing songs about stars being family, not distance. Music soft helps fear sleep. Warriors protect doors not from warlords but from despair. This war not bullet war but time war. Border stations send new data. Wave accelerating. Queen core unstable pulsing like heart beating faster. Countdown may be shorter than expected. Timeline reduced. Urgency like shock hitting moon base. Commander orders faster loading. No sleep. Ships launch sooner. Saren helps carry crates although small arms shake from weight. Officer tries take from her but she refuses. Whisper let me lift with you. Shared load lighter not physics but feeling. Last ember final check begins. Engines roar deep like beast waking. Metal vibrating under feet like earth trembling. Lights blink amber then green. Commander gives last speech on internal channel if you hear my voice again. Stars live. If not, you carry fire forward. Meaning survivors tell story, not cry, build again. Saren whispers prayer to stars she never prayed before protect them. Even though stars dying, prayer not for gods but for courage. Ship launches slow then bursts fast into darkness. Long trail of fire behind like burning arrow shot into night sky. Council ships follow distance to avoid drawing attention. Saren inside ship feels gravity pull. Body heavy then light, heart heavy always. She closes eyes remembering council hall noise now silent inside her. Silence full of weight. Weight of destiny of species she barely met but feels close like kin. Inside ship corridors narrow, lights low red, air thick with smell of oil, metal, sweat, fear, courage, everything mixed. Saren walks through seeing faces of humans sitting against walls breathing slow controlling heartbeat like training to stop fear using mind. Some write letters on small tablets. Some hold photos of families. Some meditate eyes closed, whispering names of dead because memory gives strength, not sadness. She sits between two soldiers young and old. They smile small, soldier. Old says you afraid? She nods yes. He smiles wider good. Fear keeps eyes open. Young soldier adds courage is walking while afraid. She nods understanding deeper now. Commander sits in cockpit looking ahead at empty blackness. Instruments show nothing visible, only energy curve of wave far. Silent enemy not showing teeth until bite. She touches console screens showing human fleet coordinates, supportive roles, decoy drones, nuclear payloads, everything ready like music sheet for orchestra of sacrifice. She whispers for the ones to come. Tears fall but she wipes quick because tears not help when steering destiny. Council world watching from billion screens sees last ember blip moving toward queen coordinates like small heading into storm. Some pray, some cry, some silent holding hands. Children ask will they win? Parents answer soft they will try. Truth painful but honest. Children accept honest easier than lie. Ship enters region where space bends wrong. Stars around twist like painted spiral melting. Instruments glitch. Alarms beep. Crew tighten harness. Saren grabs seat handles tight knuckles white. Commander voice calm scene unstable. Keep formation. Do not panic. Voice spreads calm like warm blanket. Soldiers breathe in unison. Fear controlled. Hearts fast but minds clear. Point of no return reached. Navigation maps blank. Only beacon of queen core visible on radar like pulse of dying sun pumping blood made of darkness. Saren watches screen feeling stomach drop. Wave edge close like wall moving. Shadow thick like liquid night. Commander speaks last line to crew we are light. Then pushes throttle forward. Ship dives into darkness. Silent wave consuming stars now touches hull. Instruments scream. Visual feed shows nothing but black swallowing sensors. Backup. Lights flicker. Saren thinks this how stars die, quiet. Cold fear like ice water down spine. But warmth of humans sitting beside her melts ice because they not alone. Narrator voice low like whisper of wind across graves humans walked away from peace not to rule, but to step first into night. Screen fades slow to black, heartbeat sound echoing like pulse of dying star mixed with pulse of living hearts fighting darkness. Dark spreads around last ember like ocean swallowing ship with no surface, no horizon. Only endless night with weight of silence pressing against metal walls like invisible hands trying break hull. Ship shaking from waves not wind but Distortion of space bending like fabric tearing, heat vents scream, alarms blinking red like heartbeat of dying star. Crew strapped into seats, eyes open wide, not from panic but from acceptance. Acceptance of path they chose. Path straight into heart of darkness older than Council itself. Darkness that once buried thousands of worlds under quiet death. Commander's hands grip controls tight, knuckles white under gloves, her breath steady like mountain in storm. Mind sharp like blade cutting fear into pieces small enough to swallow. Voice through internal speakers calm like mother holding children, all teams hold position. Navigation manual. AI offline to avoid signal. She turns off all auto systems because AI signal can draw Queen's senses like blood draws predator. Silence now shield stronger than armor. Only human hands guiding ship through place where physics broken like glass under hammer. Saren feels vibration under seat like drum inside bones. Heartbeat syncing with pulse of wave outside. Screen in front not showing stars now but fractal patterns moving like a live painting of nightmare, stretching spirals twisting black and red like wounded galaxy bleeding into void. She wants close eyes but forces them open because witness truth gives strength, not hide from it. She whispers beautiful and terrible. Soldier beside nods eyes wide. Like fire, fire warms and burns. Saren nods. Analogy heavy in chest. Engineering room filled with noise of reactors humming beyond limit. Heat grows brutal like sun trapped in metal box. Sweat pouring down faces. Machines glow orange. Technicians yelling numbers. Reactor core in red zone but must push deeper because Queen core ahead. Distance small on map but infinite in reality because every meter fought against gravity distortion crushing like giant fist squeezing ship. Hull creaks long sound like old tree bending under storm. But metal holds because humans built it with fear and hope melted together. Council escort ships far behind cannot enter deep region, watching through telescope feed. Only see last ember small dot surrounded by swirling black cloud like ink in water. Elders stand silent. Some pray to old gods forgotten. Some whisper names of lost children. Speaker watches screen eyes hollow they carry our time. Whole council world silent like funeral where coffins still moving, not yet buried, hope not yet dead. Inside cockpit, commander sees Queen core on radar, signal weak flickering, core like beating heart of darkness. Pulse waves expand making space ripple. Every pulse shakes ship deeper, commander whispers target locked. Voice cracks slightly but she hides tremble. Soldier next to her touches shoulder gently like child comforts parent, we are here. Commander smiles small without turning because cannot break focus but smile real, deep, grateful. Nuclear warheads prepared in launch bay, each warhead heavy like memory of dead worlds, names carved on them by crew earlier. Names of planets lost, cities burned, children gone, symbols of life now carried as weapons. Saren saw one warhead inscription before launch, for those we failed. Words cut deep like blade, pain inside but also strength because warheads now not just bombs. They stories thrown into darkness with hope darkness remembers fear. Saren watches crew hands move fast over panel, sweat dripping, air thick, oxygen thin because shields low to avoid energy signature. Breathing hard like climbing mountain with stone on back, she coughs, soldier gives mask, she shakes head you need it. Soldier pushes it gently we breathe together. Moment small but powerful like light in cave, mask shared between breaths, unity shown not in big speeches but in breath shared slow. Commander opens channel internal, this is our last approach. Safety impossible. If you wish send message, send now. Crew members pull small devices from pockets pressing record buttons. Voices soft fill cabin like broken song. Some say names of families. Some say jokes to comfort. Some say nothing only breath recorded because breath is life. Message of existence. Saren presses button whispers mother, I carry fire. Tears fall drop on device screen like signature made of salt and love. Ship enters region where stars disappear completely, space total black, even emergency lights dim like eaten by darkness. Instruments fail one by one, numbers vanish, only mechanical compass pointing instinct not data. Commander uses manual star memory but no stars now. She closes eyes imagining map learned from ancient logs. Voices from past guiding present hands. She pilots by memory of pattern wave made last war. Pattern burned into recorded stories of survivors long dead. She whispers, guide us. To those ghosts, hoping memory enough. Hull screams long like animal wounded, sections buckle, clamps break, sparks shower like small meteor storm inside cabin. Alarms deafening but commander voice cuts through launch doors open. Crew responds launching warheads into darkness. Missiles disappear fast like stones thrown into black sea. No flash, no light, nothing, silence heavier. Soldier whispers despair, maybe nothing. Saren holds his hand tight, light takes time to reach eyes. Seconds long like eternity. Hearts stop beating. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Suddenly vibration changes tone. Low rumble from distant explosion, shaking wave like drum hit in empty hall. Screens blind but pressure wave hits hull. Force pushes ship back like tidal wave of gravity rolling through void. Commander screams hold. Crew holds handles, bodies weightless then heavy. Ship tossed like leaf in storm of night. Screams fill cabin but not fear screams. Effort screams holding onto life with fingernails. Saren feels bones shake. Vision blur. Explosion not light visible but wave of energy pushing darkness outward like shock rippling pond. Instruments momentarily flicker, showing Queen core pulse broken irregular. Wave trembling like beast wounded first time in long age. Crew realize bombs hurt Queen, hurt wave. Soldier laughs breathless, it bleeds. Tears mix sweat. Saren cries because for first time darkness not invincible. Hope not dream, hope real. But wave angry now, pulse increases, distortion brutal. Hull cracking small lines like veins. Commander sees inner structure failing but cannot retreat because mission incomplete. She orders manual detonation of remaining payload inside core. Meaning someone must take warheads deeper by hand, prepare explosion closer. Suicide mission inside suicide mission. Silence drops heavy, like moment before drop tears. Old veteran stands without hesitation, I go. Young soldier grabs his arm, no, I go. Argument of sacrifice starts but Commander stops with one line, we go together. She chooses herself plus volunteers. Unity in death beautiful and cruel. Saren stands, take me. Commander looks deep into her eyes, seeing courage born from truth not pride. She places hand on Saren's shoulder, you already carrying fire. Live to pass flame. Saren shakes head, tears streaming, I don't want live without them. Commander soft, that is why you must. Hug brief like falling comet, bright then gone. Volunteers move to lower bay, faces calm not brave, calm like people finishing story they started long before. Saren watches through small glass window, seeing them disappear into hatch. Heavy door closes making echo like tomb closing. She falls knees sobbing silent. Soldier beside lifts her gently, honor them by living. Words simple but hit heart like hammer. Commander voice last on speaker firing core. Then silence, then explosion violent inside darkness like star born reversed. Gravity convulses. Wave screams, silent scream felt in bones not ears. Instruments explode with data flash. Screens fill with static like snowstorm. Saren sees shapes of space tearing then stitching. Wave collapses inward around Queen like whirlpool digesting itself. Collapse faster than expansion now, death eating death. Shockwave hits last ember throwing ship out of darkness like stone shot from catapult. Hull spins, debris flies, alarms endless, soldiers pull levers, stabilize rotation. Emergency thrusters fire last fuel. Ship breaks into clean space. Stars appear again small, faint, beautiful like first sunrise after long night. Saren screams, cry half joy half grief. Soldier hugs her tight, both shaking. Council escort ships rush forward grabbing last ember with tractor beams pulling into safer region. Medics flood ship, treating burns, broken bones, blood floating in air in small droplets like red stars. Saren dizzy but alive. Commander gone with volunteers, sacrifice heavy. Hall silent as survivors carried out. Bodies missing not forgotten. Names spoken like prayer through council channels. Whole galaxy hears list of names. Each name star saved in memory. Council world eruption of emotions. People cry on streets hugging strangers. Speaker announces through channels Queen core destroyed. Wave slowing. Lives saved. Cheers loud but mixed with mourning because price high, too high, but necessary. Speaker voice cracking, remember those who walked into night. Councils across worlds declare day of silence, not celebration but respect. Saren in medical bed looking at window, stars blinking like tears of universe, she whispers soft, they walked out of peace to walk into darkness. Her reflection merges with stars, she holds memory chip to chest containing message for mother, voice barely sound, I carry fire. Scene fades, narrator whisper like wind through leaves, humanity did not refuse unity. They showed unity in blood alone under broken stars. Heartbeat sound slow, then fade black, stars return slowly like shy children. Hiding behind curtains of night, one by one blinking weak but alive. Space around last ember calm now. Silent not cruel but peaceful like breath after long scream. Ship broken but breathing. Hull cracked lines like scars on warrior who survived battle nobody saw. Medics move in slow rhythm carrying stretchers. Bandages stained red, voices gentle, no shouting. War noise gone replaced with quiet respect. Quiet heavy like weight of mountains on shoulders of survivors. Saren lies on medical pod, light soft blue glowing around her like ocean calm after storm. Her skin scratched, face bruised, eyes swollen from tears and smoke, but breathing strong like fire refusing die. She stares through window above pod. Sees stars scattered across black velvet sky. Beauty sharp like knife-cutting heart because those stars lived because others died. Beauty painful and holy, she whispers thank you. Voice weak but sincere, thank you to stars, to Commander, to volunteers. Who walked into darkness and stayed there forever so others walk into light. Council escort ships dock to last ember slowly, mechanical arms holding broken hull like hands holding wounded bird. Technicians flood in wearing white suits. Faces covered but eyes dark from seeing horror through screens hours earlier. They move carefully around survivors like moving through temple not factory. Because this ship shrine now, shrine of sacrifice, every bolt holy, every crack story written in metal, written by courage and pain. Speaker back on Council World Watches feed projected giant in hall. Whole assembly sitting silent, no debates, no ego, only listen to heartbeat of survivors. Low steady sound through monitor. Speaker hands shaking, tears on face not hidden, wings low, he whispers they bought us time. Elders beside him nod slow, each tear falling like drop of memory for dead. No shame in tears today because galaxy crying together means unity deeper than treaty ever gave. Families across worlds watch screen in homes, children sit between parents holding hands tight, see survivors' faces tired but alive, ask where are others. Parents speak truth with soft voice they became stars we see. Child eyes wide look at sky window whisper quiet thank you stars. Innocence mixed with grief and gratitude painting image pure and sad. Saren wakes fully, doctor gently lifts her head, gives sip water, she asks voice hoarse commander. Doctor eyes full of pain shake head little. Saren closes eyes, tears fall sideways into pillow. Silent tears heavy like stones falling into deep lake, ripples of grief inside chest. But no scream, scream useless now, tears speak better. Officer from council team sits beside her, alien with fur white like snow, eyes red from crying, he speaks slow your message to mother sent. Saren nods weak, she remembers recording before mission, words I carry fire. Fire now heavy inside, emblem of duty not pride. Survivors now torches carrying flame of story for those who cannot speak. Days pass slow like wounded animal walking through forest. Galaxy breathes easier but not safe, wave collapsing but not dead. Scientists observe data from collapsing region. Energy storms wild like storm of knives cutting space. Debris of darkness swirling like ashes from burned star. Queen core dead but parts of wave alive. Broken pieces dangerous like shattered glass, unpredictable. Council scientists warn we have time, not victory. Time gift huge but fragile. Like snowflake on hand melts. If handled wrong. Council assembly gathers again, this time not shiny robes, ambassadors wear black bands on arms, hall dark with single beam light on speaker. His voice clear but soft like song in funeral we stand here because others lie in silence. He pauses, silence deep, words fall heavy they did not ask credit, they ask time. Faces nod slow, many eyes close remembering volunteer names spoken earlier through memorial broadcast. Names echo like bells in empty valley. Speaker continues we must use time they gave. Assembly agrees without argument, no politics today, only plan. Plan to build future not castle. Future like boat carrying children over river of fear. Plan to evacuate some worlds slowly. Build new colonies safe zone far from wave residue. Plan to create alliance military under single command not divided flags. Plan to erase borders for moment. Because death erased line between friends and enemies. Now only living and dead. In medical wing Saren sits near window, legs covered in thermal blanket, watching robot arms repairing last ember hull outside. Welding sparks like tiny suns dancing in dark. She holds tablet reading messages from council citizens sending thank you. Drawings from children showing humans and aliens hand in hand fighting big dark circle. Messages innocent yet deep. She cries seeing names of volunteers written in hearts drawn by children never met them. Love pure. Human officer visits her, face thin from stress, eyes tired but burning like coal. He sits without words for while. Both stare window, then he whispers we lost many. Saren nods, but we won time. Officer smiles, small enough time for children to grow. Silence soft between them, heavy but warm. Officer stands, we go again if needed. Saren looks shocked again. Officer nods, wave broken but must finish. Others will volunteer. Saren shakes head, how many times sacrifice? Officer eyes gentle until stars safe. Truth simple, painful, strong. Council scientist visits survivors explaining wave fragments drifting like storms in space. Dangerous if ignored, need cleanup missions. Not war now but surgery removing infection from galaxy. Survivors must rest but new teams preparing, cycle of sacrifice. But hope now part of cycle 2, not endless night anymore. Saren attends memorial service broadcast across galaxy from small chapel built on moon base from scraps of last ember hull. Walls metal engraved with names of dead. Hundreds names glowing soft. People from different species stand together silent. No translation needed, grief universal language. Commander's name highest on wall. Saren touches engraved letters with fingertips trembling, whisper you lit path. Tears drop on metal like holy water. Council and human leaders stand side by side in service. Speaker speaks slow, today we cry. Tomorrow we build. Human admiral nods, we build because they gave time. Both share respect deep like siblings who fought war together. Difference erased by sacrifice. After service Saren walks outside chapel, moon dust under feet. Stars bright above like jewels. She sees children playing near base laughing chasing each other under open sky. Joy like medicine for wounded galaxy. She smiles weak but smile real. Soldier from last ember limps near her. Scar on face deep. He sits beside her without words. They watch children together. Soldier whispers this what they died for. Saren nods, not victory, life. Soldier smiles, victory is life. Understanding. Complete. Council emergency broadcast later shows timeline estimated. 5 to 7 years before wave fragments fully collapse or threat returns. Time short but time enough to move millions children to safe colonies. Enough to prepare defenses. Enough to research new technology using data from wave collapse. Council decides build beacon shields on border. Huge towers using gravity wave to deflect energy storms. Technology based on data humans gathered. Cooperation real now, not paper. Galaxy economy changes. Factories shifted from weapons for war against species to machines for survival against void. Industries combine resources. Sharing blueprints like family sharing bread. No secrets because secrets cost lives. New culture growing like flower in crater of bomb. People call era age of flame carriers. Name given to those who walked into darkness. Last ember now symbol on banners of unity not war. Picture of small flame inside hands painted on ships. Schools teach story of last ember not to glorify death but to teach value of life bought by sacrifice. Saren discharged from medical unit slowly. Body weak but mind stronger than ever. She walks to council ship to speak assembly. Hall quiet as she stands in middle. Alien from small species but with voice carrying weight of flame. She speaks only few lines. Humans walked away from table because they saw storm before sky dark. We called them betrayers. They saved us. Hall silent. Some cry. Speaker stands. Claps. Whole assembly claps, slow heavy sound like drum of respect. Saren continues, we must carry fire forward. Not let it burn alone. Meaning unity must continue, not only when fear present, but in peace too, because peace gift earned by blood of brave, not free. Speaker announces appointing Saren ambassador between council and human command. Bridge of trust born from experience not policy. Saren bows head humble not proud. Job heavy but she ready carry weight. Scene shifts to human command room on moon. Admiral looks at star map where wave collapse still moving like dying beast twisting in last breath. He speaks to team prepare next mission. Technician asks already? Admiral nods time given, not time endless. Mission name second ember. Volunteers sign again. Cycle of sacrifice begins again but this time not alone. Council volunteers beside humans, side by side. No discrimination. War against night now shared duty. Saren watches volunteers walking into hangar. Faces brave but eyes sad. She prays silently for them. Not to succeed but to return alive. She touches flame emblem on wall. Warmth imaginary but heart warm from memory of commander voice we are light. Tears fall again but not weakness. Tears part of fire. Fire carried through pain. Pain shaping future strong. Outside in deep space fragments of wave collapse like shards of black glass. Some drifting towards stars. Beacon shields light up reflecting fragments away like mirror shield against darkness. Fragments burn like sparks dying in wind. Science and sacrifice working together to protect galaxy. Symbol of cooperation born from destruction. Narrator whisper slow like last note of song. When humans walked out of peace, Council feared war. When humans walked into night, Council learned truth. Peace is not paper signed, peace is flame carried into darkness. Image fades showing stars alive, small, bright, fragile, worth every sacrifice. Silence returns to galaxy like long breath taken after drowning, slow, shaking, full of memory of water in lungs. Sky across worlds looks normal now, stars shining in night like nothing happened. Children play in streets, markets open. Music in homes, but under surface hearts carry weight of names. Carved into metal walls of Moon Chapel, names spoken in whispers before sleep. Names kept alive like small flame protected between two hands in wind. Because story not ended. Story now responsibility carried by living. Responsibility heavy but beautiful like gold crown made from tears. Saren walks through moon base corridor healed wounds hidden under uniform. Steps slow from pain but determined like soldier walking ceremony path. She passes wall engraved with volunteer names glowing soft orange in dim light. Touches commander name gently, whisper you still guide us. Voice cracks but she smiles through tears because memory now strength not poison. She turns corner into command hall where humans and alien officers plan next missions together. Maps bright with colors showing. Wave fragments like weather storms moving through space. Prediction lines drawn like charts of wind and rain. Science fighting night with math. Human admiral stands near central table. Gray hair short. Eyes sharp like eagle watching horizon for storm clouds before others notice. His voice steady fragment Z07 moving toward colony line. Council General nods beacon mirror ready. Reflect in 18 hours. Admiral confirms with small nod good. Save lives quietly. Quiet phrase meaning no celebration, no headlines, only work done because life precious not trophy. Saren sits beside them. Her tablet full of messages from colonies needing evacuation. She coordinates ships like orchestra conductor, voice calm. Heart pounding under ribs like drum reminding her of past wave. Fear never gone but controlled. Fear tool now not chain. Council assembly changed too. Hall no longer palace of ego, now workplace of survival. Ambassadors wearing simple uniforms with flame emblem on shoulder. Meetings short. Decisions fast. No politics loud. Only solutions spoken. Time precious like oxygen in fire. Speaker looks older but stronger. Voice deep we build for future we don't see. Everyone nods. Shared understanding like heartbeats synchronized across worlds. Unity real now not word on paper. Unity blood in veins of galaxy. Yet dark remains in edge of map, fragments unpredictable. Some die fast like spark in wind. Some move slow like predator waiting for chance to strike again. Scientists warn Queen Core destroyed but hive mind might echo. Meaning wave can rebuild if fragments connect. Council must stay ready. Humans plan second mission second ember with volunteers already training in simulation rooms under moon surface, young, strong. Eyes full of fire not fear. Mix of humans and aliens now side by side. Wearing same symbol, symbol of flame held by hand shape. Sign of promise to walk into dark together next time, not alone. Saren visits training hall, sees recruits sweating, practicing manual navigation in simulated distorted space. Instructors shout instructions no signal, only memory. Same words commander used. Saren heart twists remembering commander hands on control. Voice whisper we are light. She walks slowly through hall, recruits straighten, salute her not as military rank but symbol, survivor. Living torch carrying story of last ember. She speaks few words, those who died gave us breath. Use it. Recruits nod, faces solemn, understanding wait. Later Saren attends broadcast to whole galaxy, speaker and human admiral stand together. Children gathered in schools watching on screens. Parents in workstations listening. Miners in deep asteroids pause to hear message. Speaker speaks soft our time bought by sacrifice. We owe time meaning. He gestures to Admiral who continues meaning is not statues. Meaning is life built. Words echo across worlds like soft thunder shaking hearts awake. Saren takes podium last. Nervous but strong. Voice soft but every syllable clear when humans walked away from treaty, we feared war. When humans walked toward night, we learned what unity truly means. Silence deep, she continues unity is not sharing table, unity is sharing danger. Billions watch her eyes shining with tears. We carry flame now. Promise we never let it die alone again. Applause soft, respectful, not loud celebration, but sound like wind through forest carrying leaves of memory. Time moves forward slow like sunrise stretching over mountains, fragments cleared one by one. Beacon shields reflect storms, colonies evacuate children first, sending them to safe worlds near quiet suns. Parents waving goodbye holding hands crying silent but proud, because children saved not by luck, but by names engraved on wall, names of volunteers giving future to hands small and soft, hands not stained by war. Saren returns to Earth for first time after last Ember mission. Shuttle landing on Green Hill near Old City untouched by war. Air smells of soil and rain. Sky wide. Birds singing like nothing changed. But Saren now sees world different. Sees trees like torches of life. Sees children laughing like victory trumpet. Sees sun like shield protecting fragile world. She sits on grass alone. Touches earth with fingers. Tears roll. Whisper worth every step into dark. She looks up. Sees stars faint in day. Imagines Commander smiling somewhere in wind. At night small memorial done in park with simple stone circle. Families place candles. Each candle flame small but together powerful. Light bright against night. Picture of last ember projected on air. Children ask stories. Survivors tell without glory. Tell fear, courage, tears. Truth raw like wound but healed when spoken. Children listen eyes wide. Not scared but inspired. One child asks why they go when they know die. Saren answers soft. Because they love world more than themselves. Child nods. Understanding heavy. Pure. After ceremony Saren walks back to shuttle. Stops looking at sky dark now with stars shining sharp like nails pinning light to darkness. She sees one star flicker strangely, pulse irregular. Like heartbeat slow then fast then slow. Data implant in her wrist alerts small spike. Fragment activity. Her breath freezes. Heart cold like ice breaking. She taps device. Map shows small signal from region near Old Queen coordinates. Faint, weak, but real, wave fragment calling. Memory echo? Danger tiny but growing. Saren feels blood run cold. Memories of darkness suffocating ship return like punch. Fear taste metallic in mouth. She stands alone under stars. Night wind cold on skin. She whispers not again. Tears mix with fear and anger. Anger at night refusing die. Refusing leave children alone. She wipes tears. Stands straight spine strong like steel rod. Voice steady then we go again. Determination heavy, strong flame. Next scene in Moonbase. Meeting room dim. Only map projected showing small signal growing like ripple in pond. Admiral studies screen. Jaw tight. Eyes narrow echo. Technician whispers Queen fragment reforming. Saren speaks firm we cannot wait debate. Last time cost worlds. Admiral nods slow we launch second ember. Eyes meet Saren's. Both understand weight of decision heavy like world on palm. But choice clear. Volunteers gather again. Faces new but eyes same fire. Council soldiers stand beside humans ready. Saren sees mix of species in line. Flame emblem on armor bright like sunrise. She feels pride and fear blend into powerful force inside chest. Flame bigger now not lone ember. Many flames walking into dark together, not alone, never again alone. In hangar new carrier taller, stronger built from pieces of last ember and alien alloys. Metal shining like mirror reflecting faces of volunteers. Name painted second ember under first name faint like ghost above. Legacy visible like scar under new skin. Saren touches hull thinking of Commander. Whisper we carry fire. Tears fall but smile too. Flame inside warm enough to burn fear into ash. Before boarding, Admiral addresses volunteers we go not to die. We go to win time again. Until wave gone forever. Voices reply united we carry fire. Echo powerful like chant of old religion believing in future not God, future worth worship. Saren chosen to go this time, she stands in armor, flame emblem bright on chest, heart beating fast but steady, fear present but small compared to responsibility huge like universe behind her. She looks at stars through hangar opening, stars bright her reflection small in them. She whispers last line soft peace bought by sacrifice means we sacrifice until peace safe without sacrifice. Truth heavy but beautiful. As ship engines ignite, Council world watches screens. Children wave flags with flame symbol. Parents hold each other. Elders clap hands slow. Speaker speaks whisper flame travels. Image fades. Second ember lifts from moon like phoenix rising from ashes of old. Engines roar like thunder. Shadow long on grey dust. Then disappears into night sky. Stars swallow ship. Flame carried into darkness again. Not alone this time. Behind it other ships support. Smaller, quiet, Unity flying. Narrator voice low like wind through metal. Humanity walked away from treaty because words could not hold night. Humanity walked into darkness because flame must travel. Now galaxy walks with them. Screen fades slow to black. Heartbeat sound faint like memory. Last line appears, flame continues. Silence long, deep, emotional.